remains.
Welcome students. Now we want to see the second application or second use of dimensional analysis. That is to establish the relationship between related physical quantity. If we want to find out the relationship between the time period of a simple pendulum, that is oscillatory motion, then the length of a simple pendulum and accelerations due to the gravity. Here we want to establish the relationship between T, that is the time period of a simple pendulum, time period of simple pendulum. Then L is the length of a pendulum, length of a simple pendulum, and third one is there G, that is acceleration due to the gravity, due to the gravity. So here we want to establish the relationship between these three physical quantities. Suppose here if we consider this time period which is directly proportional to the length. Here we want to establish the relation. So that's why here the power of L is there, suppose A. Right? Again, this time period is directly proportional to the, here suppose accelerations due to the gravity. But we want to establish the relation. So that's why here the power of the G is suppose there B. Right? Here A and B is simply rational number. It is simply constant. Right? Then now here we want to find out the value of A and B. And that A and B gives the exact relationship between the time period and length, time period and accelerations due to the gravity. For that, first of here we want to write down this formula in combined form. So what we get there? T is directly proportional to the L raised to A and G raised to B. Again here proportional sign. Avoid that. So we want to take the equal sign. For that here we want to take the one of the constant. Suppose here if you take their constant is here K. K is simply proportionality constant. So what you get there? T which is equal to the K into the L raised to A into the G raised to B. Right? Then now here we want to substitute the dimensions of a T, then L and G. Here K is the dimensionless quantity. So that's why here we want to substitute the dimensions of only T, L and G. And as per that here we want to solve that. So here the dimension of a T which is equal to the, this K is as it is. Then dimension of L raised to the A. Again here dimension of J raised to the B. Right? Here the dimension of a T is what we get there. That is the time is. Simply M0, L0 and now this will be the T1 which is equal to the. K is simply constant. So keep as it is. Here L represents the length and their dimension is what we get there. Dimension of L is simply L1 and their power is A is as it is. Then here G is the acceleration due to the gravity. Acceleration due to the gravity is nothing but the acceleration, and the dimension of acceleration is simply L1 T minus 2 and keep this power is as it is. Then now here we want to use the law of indices. So here first of here we want to keep this side is as it is. So what you get there? M0, L0, T1 as it is. Again here K is also as it is. Then L raised to 1 raised to A. So what you get there? L just like a raised to m raised to n. So what we get there? A raised to mn. So as per that here we get L raised to simply a. 1 into the a is nothing but the a. Similarly here, what we get there? Here L raised to 1 raised to b. Right? So what we get there? Simply L raised to b. And now here what we get there? T raised to minus 2 raised to b. So what we get there? T raised to minus 2b. Right? Then now here the base is same. Then we want to add their power. Again we want to use their law of indices. So what we get there? Here m0, L0, T1 which is equal to the k. And here see here this will be the multiplication. So we open these two brackets and we make simply one bracket, one square bracket, right? Then finally here what we get there? Here base is same, then add their power. So what we get there? L raised to the a plus b, and now here second quantity is there t. So what we get there? This minus 2b, right? We get this equation. Now after that here we want to compare the power of m on both the side, power of L on the both the side, and power of T on the both the sides. Here also we cannot be get the n. So here also n. So avoid that. Then here the power of L is 0. Comparing the powers of L and T on both sides. So what we get there? Here the power of L is 0, which is equal to the. Here the power of L is simply A plus B. So from that what we get there? A which is equal to the minus B. We get this relation. Right? Suppose this will be the equation number 1. Then next one we want to compare the power of T. Here the power of T is 1 and here the power of T is minus 2b. So what we get there? B which is equal to the minus half. Right? Here we get the value of B is simply minus half. And suppose here if we substitute these values here, so what we get there? Suppose this is the equation number 2. Then if we substitute 2 in equation 1, then what we get there? Therefore the value of A which is equal to the minus of B, and again the value of B is there minus half. So what we get there? This minus get plus. So what we get there? A which is equal to the simply half. Right? It means that here we get the value of B, and again we get the value of A. Now substitute these two values in this equation. Which one? In this equation. So what we get there? Therefore T which is equal to the what we get there. Here K is as it is. Then here L raised to A, but here the value of A is simply half. Right? And again G raised to B, but here the value of B is minus half. So keep as it is. Right? Here power half means there under root, and again this will be the minus. So if we want to avoid that minus sign, then transfer this G to denominator. So what we get there? T which is equal to the, again here we want to keep K is as it is. Then here instead of this under root half, we write down there simply under root. So what we get there? L upon G. Right? And here K is simply constant. Here we obtain the value of this constant from the number of experiments. Right? Then from the number of experiments, the value of K is simply 2 pi. So here final formula of T which is equal to the 2 pi into the under root of L upon G. Here the value of K which is equal to the 2 pi. Here we get K which is equal to the 2 pi from the number of experiments. Right? So the exact relationship between the T and L and G is, so T which is equal to the 2 pi into the under root of L upon G. Or from this one, suppose that if you take this one, so what we get there, this time period which is directly proportional to the square root of L, time period which is inversely proportional to the under root of accelerations due to the gravity. Right? So this will be the relationship between time period, length of a simple pendulum and accelerations due to the gravity. So in this way we find out or we establish the relationship between the related physical quantity in a formula. Right? See all the equations once.